back, guys. In the previous video we had learned how to go ahead and create functionality to add new posts to the database. We'd also learn how to include the CSS files and JavaScript files, how to include the bootstrap, which is already provided by Laravel out of the box. And we had also discussed how to create different links, resources, controllers, views, how to create databases, table, how to go ahead and save information in the database and all of that stuff. So it was a pretty long video, but it was, I'm sure, very fruitful. In this video, you're going to learn how to go ahead and get that information from the database. So basically the read part of the CRUD. So CRUD is create, read, update, and delete. So we learn create. Now you're going to learn the read part and see how we can display the data from the database. Okay. All of the codes will be available, guys, on the GitHub. So I made sure that because I've got some requests from some of my students to make sure the code is available. So put that over here on this link. I'll be leaving this link in the comment section as well, so you can always check that in the description box. Okay, so in the previous video we had learned how to create this functionality to create posts. We're going to go ahead and create some of the posts so that we have some data to work with. So let's say this is about Amy Jackson, and we're going to get some content from the internet about her. Okay, she's one of my favorite actresses. I'll just copy this whole thing. Okay, and paste it here. Great. And an author name I have written is, I'll put my name, or let's change it to someone else's. So let's say she herself has written it. Okay, which I'm sure not going to happen, but for the demonstration purposes, we can live our dreams. Okay, great. Category, let's say actresses. Okay, and submit it. Create it. Then I have another lovely actress called Alexandra Daddario. Yeah, you've guessed it right. Daddario. And I'm gonna put the post for her as well. She is beautiful. I love her eyes. So put it over here, content, and I'll put her name over here. Let's get rid of the middle initial. Author name, let's say she herself has written Alexandra. Spelling is incorrect. Okay, again, actresses. Submit it. So we've got 3 posts to work with. Great. Okay, now what we're going to do is basically show these posts. So we want to do that on the view blocks. And how do we show it? So let's go to PHP Artisan route list. Let's say what we have. So we got the post, we got the create. Now we want to show, basically. So show methods. We want to access the show method of a controller, post controller. So let's go ahead and go to show method, and it says display a specified resource. So I think this method is for a particular post, not for all the posts. So for all the posts it could be different. So update, destroy, edit, create. I think index is the one that's going to show all the posts. Okay, so we're going to use index method. Okay, great. So let's do that. Okay, so index method, we're going to load let's create a view to display all of this. So we'll go to a resource directory. Inside of the views folder, we're going to create a new view file called show posts.blade.php. Okay, and we're going to again extend our layout. So I'm just going to copy paste just to save time. So let's go to create post. I'm going to copy this and come over here, It's my master. Okay, let's paste it. So I'm extending my layout at master, which is this one, this file right here, and I'm gonna change the title to show blocks. Okay, and I'm gonna say add section content. I'll say add end section. So just to recap this, I'm sure you understood this, but just to recap, so this is my layout file. I've got some header, head, body tag, and all of that stuff going on over here. And then I've got some style sheets included, which is app.css, and block.css is my custom file, CSS file, and this app.js. So these are for the bootstrap. These are given to you by Laravel by default. We're just including them. And we have discussed this in the previous video, so just recap on that. And this is basically, at this point, the title will be shown because we are using add section title, and this will be the title. And then we have the at yield content, so this is where the content will be shown. And then we are also including our navigation. And let's change this URL this time to that particular file. So it will be going to index. So let's say root directory, and then what will be the URL for index? So for index we have posts. Okay, so let's put that there. Great. So basically what will happen is when you click on view blocks link, which is basically this link. Okay, let's refresh it. It's going to go to the get request post, go to index method. So it'll call the index method of the post controller. So index method will be here, and over here we're going to return the view which is inside of the root directory, and the name of the view is show posts. So show posts. It's .blade.php, but remember we don't have to write that. So it's going to load up that particular file. Okay, so let's refresh, click on view blocks, and sure enough it's loading that file. Obviously we don't have anything inside of this file, that's why there's no content inside of it. That's why it's not showing anything except the header, which is coming from the master blade. So over here we want to display all the posts. So how do we display that? I think I'm going to use bootstrap, and let's use some cards, some fancy cards. Let's say, which one do we want to use? Let's use I think we can use this one, I think. Yeah. So let's use that one, light card. Just copy the whole thing. And let's get rid of all the cards except the light card. In fact, I should just copy the light card, not all of them. So this is my light card, I think. Yeah, this is the one. Great. I'll put that there. And I'll come over here, show blocks, refresh, and I should see the card over here. Let's put that into a container. So that's a benefit. I love Bootstrap. Container. Let's put that there. Refresh. Okay, it comes over here. And that's fine. I mean, you don't really have to get into too much of styling. I'll do that later. It's basically for the functionality bit. Okay, great. Now, so basically this is where we're going to display all the posts that we've created. How do we do that? We'll come over here and we'll call a function, call a method. First we'll create a variable called posts, and we'll say, remember I think we did this in the last video we learned how to display all the data from the table. So we learned that we have to use app, which is the app directory basically. Okay, and then we're gonna use because we want the data from the post table, not the user. If we want it from user table, we would have used user over here, but since we want it from the post, we'll use this model name called post. Okay, so we got that, and then column, and then all. Great. Okay, and then we want to pass this data to the view. So remember, we learned that in my videos when at the beginning, at the start of the series, where we can use compact function and we can pass any particular variable. We just have to name the variable and not really write $sign over here, and the post will be available to that particular view. Great. Just before passing this, I just want to show that to you that we actually have that available. So we'll say posts, and I'll go over here, refresh it, and sure enough you can see you've got all of these 3 posts. You've got ID, title, content, author, category, created at, updated at, all of that stuff going on over here, so we can use that. Great. So what I'm going to do is go to my show post. So I'll get rid of this. I don't need it. So guys, since we've got an array, we can just loop through over. So we'll just cut it from here. And we'll check the condition first, because we don't want to be throwing errors on our live site. So we'll check if, and then we'll check what is the name of the variable. It is post. So post will be available in form of an array, and we just have to loop through over it. So posts, I think it's posts, right? Post, yeah. Post as, okay, first we'll have to check it's not empty. So not empty. Posts. If it's not empty, let's first end the endif statement, and then we'll check, we'll run the for each loop if it's not empty. So add for each, posts as post, and then we'll just end the for each loop. Okay, so we have the post available as an object over here, and we can just access those values. Let's just refresh it. So we can see we have the card 3 times, but obviously we are not using the values dynamically, and this is the time we can use it. Okay, so what do we want to access basically? So we want the title. So let me just return the post over here so you can have a look first. Okay, so I want the title first. I mean, obviously I can display the ID also, but let's not display the ID. That's not a good thing to do. So in the header, we'll display the title. So we'll use the Blade templating engine, double curly braces, to echo something out. So we'll echo out the post. So post is an object basically. So I'm getting individual objects like this. So this is one post variable, this is second post variable, this is third one, and so on and so forth. So we'll say post, and then I'm going to access the title value, which is this one basically right here. I can just zoom in. So the title. So I'll just say title. Okay, then I want the light color title. I don't think I need a body over here. Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of this. We don't need it. Okay, so in the card text, we can put the description or the content. So again, we'll use a double curly braces to echo it out, and then say post, and then we need the content basically. Okay, and then we need the author name and all, so we can use that as well. P tag, posted by, and we'll just put the author name over there. this is the author. So we'll say post and then the author. Okay, similarly, then we might want to put the time as well. So when was it posted? So we can again use the p tag and we'll say posted. And then we could just use created at from the database, which is this, but this will give us this type of format which won't look good. So there is a carbon method that Laravel provides to us, so we can use that. So let's have a check on that. So let's look for carbon method. Okay, this is the one. It's called created at diff for humans. Okay, so diff for humans is a carbon method that we can use here. So posted, and then we'll say the name of the variable, which is post, and then we use this. So what's going on over here is that this is going to give me access to this value created at, and then this function is basically going to turn this value into a more human readable format. It'll be clear to use, like posted 2 minutes ago or 1 hour ago, 1 day ago, and things like that. You'll see that in a moment. The next thing we need to do is basically display the category also. So I think we can put the category down below, and we'll say category. Remember, we are not worrying too much about the styling. Most importantly, you need to know the functionality, and you can do the styling yourself. You can also create your own structure. It doesn't have to be this way. So this will be let's say this will be category. Yep. And that's it. We don't have to do anything. Let's just delete this. So it's going to get me all the posts from the database, and it's going to return the view and pass the post variable into this. And this is where we are looping it over. We're checking if this is not empty, and then we are looping it through over this. Let's go ahead and refresh the page, and you'll see the magic. Brilliant, brilliant. So you can now see I've got the first block with the title. I've got my content posted by Imran, posted 38 minutes ago, and you've got the category. And similarly, you have this post. Obviously, the styling doesn't look great, but you can always fix that, right? Brilliant. So this is how the read part is taken care of in the CRUD functionality. All of this code will be available in the link description below, so you don't have to worry. Okay. And in the next video, we're going to learn the update, how to update the data. So let's say this has been created, then how to update it if I want to. Okay, great. So if I want to make changes to this, how do we do that is what we're going to learn in the next video. So I hope you did like the video. If you did, please do subscribe to my channel and do share my videos with others. I'd love it. Okay, take care guys. Bye-bye.